Hello?
Hi Dan.
Hi there. Tell me your name and where you're joining us from.
Uh, Dan, I'm Pooja. I'm a software engineer. Currently, I'm in Bhubaneswar, and I'm a
Awesome.
big
Thank you so
fan
much.
of your dark humor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. So tell me, Pooja, what would you like to bitch about?
I want to bitch about gold digging and gold diggers, both.
Gold digging and gold diggers. So do you
Yes.
mean the people who are fans of mining or the stereotype?
No, no, of the stereotype. We call gold diggers. She's a gold digger. She's running after money.
Right. 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 So tell me, what's on your mind?
So basically, I want to talk about the hypocrisy of gold digging. Like we always call
Hmm.
a woman a gold digger, right? Have you ever heard a man being called a gold digger?
No, I've only heard of men being called nose diggers. That is such a high school joke.
Oh my God. Yeah, right.
But I get what you mean. It's a stereotype that's commonly associated with women, and I think it's kind of used in a way where people want to communicate that they are jealous of someone, but they don't know how to say it. So they say, okay, yeah, she's a gold digger. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
it is, isn't it? That they're I mean, honestly, that's what it is. It's not like people care about that man's money, or in the sense that, no, I wish he was spending it on me. Some, yes, but largely it's about just, I don't know, I think being unhappy for someone, not being able to find the space in your own self to be happy for somebody else, or that other person's a bitch. We don't know, can't judge.
Yes. We can't judge. Exactly.
Yeah, but that's true. It's so commonly associated with women, the term gold digging. But are you saying that it's not just women? Well,
Yeah, it is definitely not just women. Okay. I have no problem with the tag, Dan, honestly.
mm-hmm,
But I have the problem with so much hate and judgment that is passed on with it towards a women,
mm-hmm,
which is unlikely
right,
in case of men. Like, for example, men also demand dowry, right? We call it gifts from the girl's side,
yeah.
right? But I have never heard anyone tagging them as gold diggers. Hey, wo to gold digger tha. No, nothing of
Because
that
that
sort.
is that is gold digging sanctioned by religion. So anything that is
Yes.
sanctioned by religion, puja cannot be questioned. Okay. If something is sanctioned by an individual's choices, on the other hand, hell, you can question it as much as you like. I think that's the key difference between the two. But theoretically, yes, you are correct. It's the same damn thing. In fact, it's more organized. I think with, if you're a gold digger from the other side, like if you're a woman, and you are gold digging, you have to actually do so much of research. You have to find out, how many cars he has. You have to pretend to like him till you get to his house and see how big it is. Whereas with when men do it, it's like they give you all that information in a file. you
Exactly.
know so it is a man's world at the end of the day. Both sides are doing exactly the same thing, but the approach and treatment is the opposite.
Exactly. That's the point. What I feel like it's nothing wrong, right? Then, like, if a girl is prioritizing and being a
Hmm.
little bit selfish for her own convenience, it may not be the exactly ideal scenario. I'm not trying to promote that,
Yeah.
yeah, you should go for monetary gains only. But if she is
Hmm.
prioritizing comfort and her luxuries, then it is okay.
Hmm.
It is okay for a woman to be selfish. She doesn't have to always be a epitome of compromises and sacrifices.
I agree 100%. I think everybody should be selfish. You see, selfishness is ingrained in us. We are all selfish at varying levels, but we tend to pretend that we are not. And because of the moral code, obviously, the moral code says that being selfish is a bad thing, but I'm saying being selfish is a human thing. And I completely agree. Everybody should be selfish. Do things for yourself first, fuck everybody else, make sure your plate is full, and be happy. 100%. And you should do the same thing when it comes to a partner. I agree.
Exactly. Absolutely. I also agree to that. So that is why I feel like there is so much of stereotyping in this situation where we easily judge a woman. Like no matter what she does. For example, like one of my acquaintances, I think she left her, like she parted ways with her boyfriend and she got married to a better guy with a better lifestyle, and she's doing good. And even it
Okay.
was some years back, like 2, 3 years back, and I did not know her. And everyone around me had discussed that, yeah, she's a gold digger. She left her boyfriend and all. And I also, personally, even I thought that, yeah, it's bad. Like, even I had judged her, honestly. So, but later
So what
on,
changed your mind?
yes, what changed my mind is I met her. She joined my project recently when I was in a previous
Uh huh.
company, and we talked about certain things. And she said like things were not working out between her and her boyfriend because he wanted her to compromise on certain level, on certain career aspects, locations and everything, and she was not ready to do that. And there were a lot of fights and disagreements, and that's the reason she thought that it's not worth it, that situation was not worth so much pain and so much issues. That is why she walked away and she's happy in her life. And that's when I thought,
Right.
okay, there can be some other things also going on, but the guy
So
easily
it
said that she's a gold digger and she went for a better guy, like guy with more money.
okay. So basically, what it is that it was a relationship that was just not working out because he wasn't, um, for better choice of words, he wasn't ambitious enough, maybe in the same way that she was, in terms of what she wanted for her life, and then he could not give that to her, and he wanted her to kind of live her life according to his terms. She leaves him.
Yes.
Classic man doesn't want to accept responsibility. It's a thing we do, ladies. I'm sorry, it's just in our wiring. We can't help it. But we don't like accepting responsibility. We have to find a way to blame somebody for all the fuck ups from our side. So we said, yeah. So he said, rather, your friend, uh, I mean, that guy, whoever he is, said that she's a gold digger.
Yeah.
So he started spreading the label basically. And it's not even a case where she actually left him because she met somebody who had more money than him.
No, she didn't, but we all thought that.
But okay, but how is this guy doing now? The guy that she left, how is he doing in terms of his life versus the guy she's married to?
He's doing well. He's not doing as good as that guy, but he's doing well for himself. He's not yet married.
But he's not yet married, so he's
No.
still available on the market.
Yes,
So
yes.
if there's anyone out there who wants to compromise on their own standards or choices in life, would you recommend that they hook up with this
No,
guy?
no, no. I don't. Not after all
Because
this.
everybody deserves better.
Yes, obviously.
So, but to be fair, also, Pooja, there are women in the world who will be with a guy just for what he has, right?
Yes, definitely.
So, within the women's WhatsApp groups, you all are aware of this phenomenon where, some of you kind of, yeah, okay, I see the guy has 2 cars. That's fucking amazing. I'll date him. Or then I meet somebody else who has 5 cars. I want to be with that guy. Those women exist as well, right?
Yes, yes, they exist,
Okay.
and I won't deny that women to some extent are gold diggers, but I won't also deny the fact, Danny, that they are conditioned to think this way. If you want, I can give you a real life example also.
Okay.
So I have a friend, like right now I'm in my late 20s and most of my friends are, getting married or searching for prospects. So I won't talk about the love marriages, I'm talking about the arrangements that happen. So in most of the arrangements, if for example my one of my friends, she was like searching for prospects and she met a guy, good guy, I think. And she was happy that she has met, but she came and said that, yeah, I have to reject that guy. You know why? Because you see, he's earning less than me. And I'm like, how less? Like she's earning 20 lakhs and the guy was earning 18. Okay. So I'm like, so what's the matter? Like it's almost same and you can live a very lavish lifestyle. So she's like, no, yeah, he should earn more than me at least. If I'm earning 20, at least 30 would be okay. So that is how stereotyped and conditioned we are to think that we need to depend on a man. Financially, how stable we are, even then, we are so confused that we think we are not secured and confident in ourselves. We feel that
So then,
ultimately,
so then in a situation like this, you have your own gold, but you're still digging for more gold.
Yes, exactly. I have a lot
No,
of gold, yet I need more.
first of all, when you said she's earning 20 lakhs and he's earning 18 lakhs a year, and I'm just like, man, I need to quit comedy and get back to the workforce then.
Software. Right now, like 5, 6, 7 years of experience. So yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
So then, but then, would you judge somebody like this if she said, "Okay, I'm earning a certain amount of money. I want to be with somebody who's earning way more than I am." Would you judge somebody like that?
I wouldn't judge, but I just feel sad about it. I feel sad that we are
Mm-hmm.
so conditioned that we can't realize that we have our own freedom and liberty, and ultimately we are thinking that the man has to take care of us, and we can compromise. Or like what she must have thought is, I feel, is that okay, later on, after I get married, I might have to leave the job, or I might have to accommodate to the scenario of the family. So if he is earning better
Right.
than me, it's better, kind of.
But don't you think that's practical?
Yes, that is practical, but I just feel that somehow we are ready. Even if we are empowered, we are fighting for our rights, even then we are ready to compromise, or we are ready to say, ki, हाँ यार, ठीक है, ultimately we need to give up on our career or give up on everything, and we can be a, we can live up on the salary of our man, of our partner, if that is how we can quote it.
But then, see, the whole point of marriage also is to have a partnership, right? Besides a lot of arguments and waking up wondering why the fuck you decided to marry this person 15 years ago, and why you don't have the courage to get out of that relationship right now. Besides all of that, one of the key aspects of a marriage is partnership. So keeping that in mind, or let's just say if your friends is planning to have a child, or they want to raise a family, then she may have to take like some time off work, and maybe she wants that flexibility of not having to rush back to the office. And then uh, if the husband's income can cover her and the kid, and whereas then she can devote more time to raising the child than having to go to work, which again is a very idealistic scenario with the way the rental market is doing right now. It doesn't matter what the gap in income is between two partners, both need to work. That's the reality in most cases.
Yes, that's true. That's true. What you are saying is also true. But even then, I'm saying that when you are already so financially stable, like it does not have to be like, okay, if I'm earning this much, the guy has to earn much more than that, double the amount. Like it does not have to
Okay.
be so transactional, but we are conditioned that way, and our families are also conditioned that way. Even the guy's family are conditioned that way, because
Mm.
it is the reverse. Even the man and their family also think that if they earn a lot of money, then any girl would accept and will be ready to compromise and you know come to their house and accommodate according to their rules. That is something that I have experienced, my like my own personal experience.
So, which means that then in this whole scenario, the family from the boys' side is ready to provide the gold that the
Yes,
women were digging for, but they want services in exchange for said gold.
exactly. And
Marriage
they
sounds so
just
exciting.
right.
But how much of this would you say should just come down to an individual's choice or preference?
It should totally come down to our individual's choice, like based on both side. It should be. What I feel is, Danny, that
Mm-hmm.
and just like as I said, like even I was approached for a prospect, like I met a prospect with his family, and the mother had the
Mm-hmm.
audacity to say that, you see, my son earns a lot, and we have
Mm-hmm.
everything. So, you can work if you want. I don't have a problem if you work, but you have to work in the
Mm-hmm.
same in our house only, in our same city, you can take a job. You can't go and to your base location because my son will stay here. So
Right.
you can just take care of that. Then you can work, and you nowadays everyone is balancing work and household very well. You guys are so intelligent, so smart. But when she said all
Right.
this, she was trying to appreciate me, but I felt she was insulting me in a way, you know.
So basically, what she was doing was she was offering you the gold, but telling you that the gold will remain in her house, and if you want, you can come and live in the same house as her and look at the gold once in a while.
Yes, exactly. And you have in return you have to give up on your career aspects, your interests, hobbies, everything.
So
But
then,
you
would you say that in one way or another, everybody is digging for gold
yes, everyone. The goal can be in
from
any
both
way.
sides,
Yes, both sides.
and the gold can be literally anything.
Anything, yes. Cash
Eventually, the
kind.
gold that we are talking about is a metaphor,
Yes,
and we are all gold diggers.
we all are. But women are tagged.
But just the women are tagged as gold
Yes.
diggers. So, do you think that we should call men also gold diggers then, or should we have like another name for them, or
No,
should we just normalize it? Should we just
yes.
be like, yeah, can we all just accept that we are all selfish, that we are all gold diggers, and you know, we're all looking for something more than just love in a relationship?
Yes, that is what I feel.
Because that's what was sold to us, right? That's what was sold to us growing up, that relationships are about love. Everything is about love. It's about the love you feel for the person. It's about the love that you want to give to the world. It's about the love that you want to, bring into the world, because you forgot to wear a condom, whatever. It's just everything is love, love, love. And I've often maintained that there is a certain element of practicality that's missing in romance.
True.
It's we I think we get too emotional about our equations with people, and there's very little practicality in it. And I think gold digging is a very practical approach to a relationship, obviously the gold being a metaphor. And if we all just are very clear with what kind of gold we're looking for, it would be easier to decide if we want to be with somebody or not.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We should normalize it. It's just that's we're all we all want something more than love, but we keep pretending that love is all we need. It's not. You need a nice house. Yeah, having more than one car does come in handy. It's we all
Obviously,
want the better life. Yeah.
every
But why
room
shame
having
only
centralized AC and everything.
every
That's
room centralized AC?
no,
Every
no.
room having its own AC.
Every room having its own AC and a centralized AC. You know.
And centralized AC.
Yes.
Acha, you're digging for a lot of gold.
No, no, not me. I'm just
But
giving
that'd
an
be such a
example.
hilarious way. That would be such a hilarious way to meet somebody, right? You match on Hinge or Tinder or whatever. You go out on a date, and then the first thing he asks you, like, "Hey, do you want to know anything about me?" Like, yeah, how many ACs do you have, and where are they located? That's
Yes.
that's it. That's the first and most important thing that I need to know.
My city is very humid. Okay, the first thing comes regarding comfort is AC for me.
So the way for a guy to your heart is through air conditioning.
No, no, not exactly. I can afford my
and
own
a,
AC.
and a little bit of global warming.
Yes, yes. No, honestly, that's
but
not
but
true.
but that's another thing, that's another thing that you said, right? You said that you can afford your own AC, which
Yes,
is so cool. And a lot of women today can afford their own air conditioning, which wasn't the case maybe even 30 or 40 years ago.
yes,
And today it's really cool. So now it's like you are digging for your gold in somebody else, while you also have gold that you're bringing to the table.
yes,
And that's how both of you fill your lives up with the gold that you each bring.
yes. We dig gold and we exchange gold.
We exchange gold. So basically, love is just one giant gold digging expedition that never ends.
Right.
Right. So basically, if any relationship does end, then it's ended because they didn't have enough gold in the relationship. There was.
Oh my God, yeah. Uh,
Oh god. So the next time somebody asks your friend why didn't she marry the other guy she was dating, she can just say, listen, you know what, there wasn't enough gold over there, so I had to leave.
yes, there wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, it should be normalized. Just like we say, the guy is a playboy. We say it like very coolly. It's fun, Just like that. Yeah, she was a gold digger. She found better options. Fine. It's okay.
Yeah. I think for a the guy, the reason why they call him why I call men playboys is because for a guy the ultimate gold is a woman that
Okay.
he likes, so he's like, that's the ultimate goal. So I think when somebody collects too much, or rather if some guy collects too much gold, then people call him a playboy. But what is a playboy if not a man with a lot of gold?
Right.
like
We can
like Dan
phrase it in any way.
Bilzerian. Do you follow the Dan Bilzerian on Instagram?
No, I haven't heard of
He's
this.
he's he's the quintessential playboy. He's a multimillionaire, and his entire Instagram is just pictures and videos of him sailing on yachts all around the world with some of the most amazingly gorgeous women you'll ever see in your life. And that's your, you know, classic gold digging in a nutshell, where everybody is getting what they want. Because even hot women are like, why should I go to work? I
True.
look this hot. Then these women are all like 9, 9.5, 10s. So they're like, I'm a 10. Everything should come to me on a platter. So yeah,
Yes.
that's your peak gold digging, and then there's your middle class gold digging, where all of us are just like, you know, trying to get as much gold as we possibly can, and then afterwards realizing the thing that we thought was gold is actually gobar. uh, and then you're like, okay, let me go look for gold somewhere else.
True, true. That also happens.
But have you experienced anything personally yourself where somebody called you a gold digger, or like,
No, I
or
have only experienced once this, the thing that I mentioned that, that she approached me in a way that expecting that I will marry her son because he has a lot of gold, kind of that way, which I
right,
refused. So technically, no.
correct.
But yes, I have heard like women being tagged as gold diggers, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
that to some extent they are, but they are unknowingly they are. I haven't seen anyone like plotting and planning, like okay, इसे फंसाना है मुझे, kind of. No, that happens in daily soaps where you have a
Yeah, to be
women.
fair, yeah, to be fair, even I haven't really heard this term in a very long time. I heard it when I was much younger. I think also because a lot of us at that time didn't have much. So everybody in our social circles was struggling about, say, 10, 15 years ago. Everyone was in a struggle phase. Or if you dial it back even longer to college and stuff, so yeah, we were definitely all broke. So I think the minute anytime somebody with lesser means was dating somebody with more means, people automatically assumed, that, oh yeah, they're after this person's money. Because deep down inside, that's what they were after as well, a certain amount of money, a certain amount of lifestyle. So it's just like, so you'll probably hear the term gold diggers in spaces where those group of people are not well down their careers
Right.
as maybe we are. So I think maybe the older you get, the lesser you encounter that term.
Yes, I'm encountering that. Like I'm listening to these because right now I'm at a stage where many people are searching for prospects and getting married, and so there I got these, you know, like experiences of hearing all these
So
kind of different aspects.
is the arranged mark is the arranged marriage market thriving as much as they show it on that show Indian Matchmaking or something like that? Like even in India, even here amongst your friends, are you all taking the arranged marriage route more
50-50, I would say.
frequently? So it's like you're on one side, you have your parents who are looking out for a prospective groom for you, and on the other side you're also on Tinder, so you're like both putting in the effort. Is that
Yes,
what's happening?
yes, yes, that is happening.
Okay.
Wherever one can find
And
love, and if not love, some, a easy and convenient matchmaking.
so essentially it's all transactional.
Yes. If there is no love, then definitely it is transactional. If there is love, then maybe I think it is less of a
But
transaction. I don't know.
but I think even love should be measured in terms of transactions, because otherwise you get taken for granted and then you're wondering why one person is only giving and the other person is only taking.
That's
it's
true.
easy to it's easy to fall into these defined roles within love as well, where one person tends to become too much of a nurturer, one person tends to become, you know uh, something else, and then it becomes lopsided. I think it's very important for even love to be transactional. Everything should be measured by a certain amount of output, otherwise you won't know if somebody's fucking you over.
True. Definitely.
Yeah. But I think this was a very enlightening bitching session. I I like how it started from women are gold diggers to hey, men are gold diggers too, and then we're like, hey, everything is gold. All of us are digging, and nobody wants to admit it.
Yeah, we all are diggers ultimately, and we are just
We're
defaming one section of the society.
Yeah, let's defame everybody. Everybody is a fucking digger. That's all we're doing. We're digging, digging, digging until eventually we just dig our own graves and then fall inside it. That
That's a
is
good one.
life in a nutshell.
True. Absolutely.
And also a great way to wrap up this episode. It was very enlightening for me. Pooja, thank you so much for calling. It feels like I have um, a much clearer definition of love, romance, and the prospects of marriage. So I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Yes, it was a lovely session, Dan. And thanks for having
Great.
me here.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I hope you find the man with the perfect air conditioning and live a very cool and blissful life with him.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for calling. Take care,
Sure.
Pooja. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.